Okay, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. So, we have already completed the accounting cycle of a service business dun sa previous lesson natin. So, in this today, we will complete the accounting cycle of a merchandising business naman, no? So, yung wala pong halos pinagkaiba ang accounting cycle ng service at saka ng merchandising business. Except that in merchandising business, this business is one that buys and sells goods without changing their physical form, no? So, ibig sabihin, binenta kung ano mo siya binili, no? Yung tawag dito, yung item, no, kung paano mo siya binili, ganun mo din po siya ibebenta. Unlike in service business, by which we offer services, no? So, alam nyo naman yon pag service business, service po ang in-offer ng business na yon, ano? So, the main difference between merchandising and the service business is that a merchandising business necessarily holds inventory of physical goods for sale, no? So, ang pinaka-importanting tawag dito, account when it comes to merchandising business is the inventory, no? So, what will be our objectives for today's lesson? So, first is to distinguish a service company from a merchandising company, no? So, ayun po yung discuss ko a while ago. And for you to learn how to account for inventory purchase and inventory sale under a perpetual inventory, and also for you to learn how to account for inventory purchase, inventory sale under a periodic inventory system. And also, of course, for you to learn the accounting cycle, no? Yung for you to familiarize with the transactions of a merchandising business. Now, ano ba yung sinasabi nating inventory? Sabi ko nga, inventory po ang pinaka-importanting account sa merchandising business. What are inventories? These are assets held for resale purpose in a normal course of business. Ibig sabihin, okay, nakaset aside yung item na yon para ibenta mo, yung item na yon para doon sa kumbaga ma-convert into cash para doon sa business, no, sa operation ng business. So these are assets used to produce products for resale purpose, no? Ay examples na inventory when it comes to merchandising firm, no, yung halimbawa sa sari-sari store, yung mga merchandise or goods sa sari-sari store or grocery store. Now, when it comes to manufacturing firms, okay, sa service, kasi ang walang inventory po sa service, ha? Kasi service business po yon. So, manufacturing firms, ang example naman po, okay, kasi di ba may tatlong kinds of business na sinasabi ko? That is merchandising, manufacturing, and service business. So, merchandising, yung merchandiser goods. When it comes to manufacturing firms, those are yung mga raw materials, sa mga work in process and finished goods. Okay. Now, as compared to service business, no, by which it provides services, no, okay, example yung transportation, companies, banks, okay, and then a main revenue when it comes to service business are service revenues, no, yun yung ginagamit nating account, yung revenue account nila, service revenues. And then the income measurement, no, kumbaga ito yung pinaka-income statement, no, yung income measurement, service revenues minus operating expenses equals to operating income, no? So the operating cycle of a service business goes like this, no? Meron kang cash, that will be your capital, and then you will be providing services, no? And then yung service na yon kung uutangin, magiging accounts receivables at mako-convert naman siya into cash. Why? In merchandising business, by which this is a type of business that buys goods and resells them without making any modifications at a price higher than its purchase price for the purpose of making a profit. Let's say, for example, bumili ka ng lapis, no? 5 piso, ibebenta mo ng 7. Something like that. Bumili ka ng bag na 250 pesos, ibebenta mo ng 350. So, yung 100 na excess po doon, okay, yun yung kino-cover yung cost, yung puhunan, no? At the same time, yun yung nadodoon din yung profit na ipinatong mo dun sa product. Okay? So, inventory is the most important asset of a business as this is where the company derives its regular revenue streams. Now, when it comes to terminologies, when it comes to merchandising business, ito po ang madalas nating ginagamit. The merchandise inventory end or inventory end. Parang ganun lang, ano. These are merchandise that remains unsold, which is more commonly referred to as stocks. So, ito yung mga natira. Okay? Yung mga hindi pa nabebenta doon sa tindahan mo. Let's say, to simplify, okay, yung sari-sari store. Ano? So, yung mga hindi pa nabebenta, magiging end, merchandise inventory end, ibig sabihin, at the end of the accounting period, let's say, for example, kung calendar, December 31, may natira ka merchandise inventory na hindi mo pa nabebenta. Okay? Those are merchandise inventory end. Now, that merchandise inventory end becomes the merchandise inventory beginning of the next year. Okay? So, sabi ko nga, December 31, meron ka merchandise inventory end of the period. Tapos, pagdating ng January next year, magiging merchandise inventory beginning mo yung end na yon. So, I hope naintindihan po yun. No? So, let's say, for example, ang merchandise inventory end mo will be 300,000. Ang worth, okay? Ang price, no? Ang worth remains, those merchandise that remains unsold, ang worth is 300,000. So, that will also be your merchandise inventory beginning for the next year. Okay? So, that refers to merchandise that remains unsold from the previous accounting period as is expected to be sold next period. No? Ibibenta mo rin yan in the future. Kumbaga sa mga susunod na buwan. Okay? So, sa merchandise inventory, and that will be your beginning. Yung 300,000 na yun, na sinabi ko example, mabibenta mo rin yun eventually. Okay? Now, if sold within the previous period, it will form part of cost of goods sold in the income statement. Na, kapag nabenta po daw yan, magiging part yan ng cost of goods sold. Kumbaga, parte na po yan ng nabenta mo in the income statement. Makikita po yan. Mas maiintindihan po yan pag nakita po ninyo yung formula or kapag na-experience na po natin yung transaction. Okay? So, the cost of goods sold or cost of sales is the amount of merchandise sold. No, ito yung nabenta mo na by the business for a given period of time. And then the cost of goods available for sale refers to total amount of merchandise that that the business will be sold. Ano, na ibebenta pa lang. No, sila yung available for sale. Okay? So, hindi nakasulat, ano? I-edit ko na lang po mamaya. And then I will send the materials. Okay? Again. And then next, pasensya na ito pala. Ano, that the business can sell to its customers for a given period of time. Okay? So ito yung ibebenta pa lang, no, na mga customers for a given period of time. Now, okay. So sa merchandising business, you buy and then you sell the goods. So let's say for example, yung mga retail companies, mga sari-sari stores, or grocery stores, no? So the main revenues will be sales revenues. And then the income measurement, ito po ang income measurement niya. The service business, 'di ba? Service revenue. Okay? Minus expenses agad and then income. Okay, yung kanina na slide na pinakita ko. Now, sa merchandising business, ang measurement po nila ng income, sales revenue minus cost of goods sold equals gross profit. Minus operating expenses is equals to operating income. Okay? That is, yung cost of goods sold, that is the cost of total merchandise na nabenta. Okay? During the period. Okay? So, the operating cycle for merchandising business, ito po siya, paano tumatakbo yung operating cycle. Iba po yung accounting cycle, ha? Sa operating cycle. Yung operating cycle, kung paano tumatakbo yung mismong operation ng merchandising business. Okay? So, meron kang cash, ibibili mo yung cash mo ng inventory, and then, syempre, ibibenta mo yung inventory. Now, pag inutang yung inventory, you will be having your accounts receivable, and then, cash ulit. And then, babalik ulit sa, bibili ka ng inventory, babalik ka na, bibenta mo yung inventory, and then it will become accounts receivable, and then magiging cash ulit. Ganun lang siya, paikot-ikot yung operating cycle ng merchandising business. Okay? Now, we have two inventory systems, no, na tinatawag. Ito po ang pinaka-important. Ito po ang pinaka-kaibihan nila, no, na when it comes to their accounting cycle. Okay? Merong inventory systems ang merchandising business. Okay? So, ang inventory systems nila, isa, no, dalawa po yan, isang perpetual, isang periodic. No? So, they are accounted, no? The inventories are accounted for using either of perpetual inventory and periodic inventory system. So, when we say perpetual inventory, okay, ang ibig sabihin po ng perpetual is continuous, ha? Okay, parang continuing forever, no? Sana all may forever, no? Ibig sabihin, sa Tagalog po, tuloy-tuloy, no? Walang hanggan. Parang ganon. Continuous siya sa perpetual inventory. So, in this inventory system, the inventory or merchandise inventory is updated each time a purchase or sale is made. Okay? So, ibig sabihin, nagkikip sila ng stock cards. Parang may monitoring sila, no, na card by which every time na magbebenta sila or every time na bibili sila ng merchandise, okay, na-update po yung stock card na yon. So, walang problema. Okay, halimbawa, naibenta mo, okay, meron kang inventory na 100 pieces, no, ng product. Bumili ka ng another inventory, dinagdag mo sa 100 pieces, 50, di may 150 ka na. Monitored yun sa stock cards. Among those 150, nakabenta ka ng 25, nakabenta. Kung nakabenta ka, nabawasan yung inventory. So, that 150 will become 125. Nakamonitor din po yun sa stock cards. Kaya, at the end of the period, okay, calculated na kagad kung ilan ang inventory na benta ang natira, okay, under perpetual inventory. No? All increases in the inventory such as purchases, purchase returns, freight in, purchase discounts, and cost of goods sold are recorded in the inventory. So, kung bumili ka, inventory ang gagamitin mo. Inventory account, okay? Or merchandise inventory. Nagbalik ka, okay? Bumili ka, tapos may binalik ka dahil may damage or defect, okay? Gagamitin mo pa rin yung inventory account. May freight in, ibig sabihin, transportation in to. Kapag nagbebenta ka, freight in ang tawag. Ito yung pinaka yung transportation, ano? Yung pinaka, parang, delivery, parang delivery fee, parang something like that, ano? Then, purchase discounts, okay? Na merong discount yung binili mo, no? Inventory din ang gagamitin. And the cost of goods sold, okay? Yung napagbenta, yung magkano yung binenta, sa inventory mo rin ilalagay na account. Okay? That is under perpetual inventory. Next is what we call the periodic inventory system. Okay? So, when we say periodic, ang ibig sabihin po nito ay occurring. No? Occurring or recurring at regular intervals. Ano? Sa madaling salita, na sa Tagalog, panapanahon. Okay? So, panapanahon lang. Now, under periodic from the term itself, yung inventory, yung amount of cost goods sold are determined periodically. Ibig sabihin, hindi po sila nakikip ng stock cards, okay, as compared to perpetual inventory. No? Okay, the inventory or merchandise, okay, so may ano dito, wait lang ha. Okay, tama pala, ano. So, the inventory or merchandise, okay, ito pala yung physical count, capital letter ko na, is updated. Ina-update lang yung inventory or merchandise kapag nag-physical count. Ibig sabihin, at the end of the period, kapag binilang mo na, okay, magbilang, okay, mag-inventory ka na, di ba, naririnig nyo yun? Ibig sabihin, periodic ang gamit nila. Ano, hindi sila kung magamit ng stock card. Inday, mag-inventory ka nga, kung ilan na lang ang nakita, kung ilan na lang ang natira sa benta natin or sa goods natin. So, ibig sabihin, nagkakandak sila ng physical count, binibilang nila at the end of the period, hindi sila gumagamit ng stock cards. Okay? So the amount of cost of goods sold are determined periodically at the end of the period. Every period. So, yung every period na yun, it can be daily, no? Pwede silang nag-inventory at the end of the day. No? Kaya lang, matrabaho yun. O kaya, normally, weekly, o kaya, monthly, no? So, depende kung anong period ang gamit nila. No. So, the business does not maintain stock cards. Wala silang stock cards, as I said. That shows the running balance of inventory on hand and cost of goods sold at any point of time. No. Ano ang formula para malaman yung inventory balance? Bibilangin mo kung ilan yung natira doon sa inventory. I-multiply mo magkano yung unit cost. Okay? So, wag na natin i-complicate kasi sa higher accounting, no? May iba-ibang kumbaga merong iba-ibang system, no, sa pag-ano ng inventory balance. But to simplify, bibilangan mo yung inventory, magkano yung unit cost, i-multiply mo kung magkano ang halaga ng bawat produkto. Okay? That's the inventory balance. Normally, okay, ginagamit po ito sa mga grocery items, sa mga medicines, electric parts, mga office supplies, ayun. Kung ilan ang natira na electric, no? So, nasa mes pare-pareho ng unit cost, i-multiply mo sila. Ano? Kung ilan ang natira doon sa office supplies, na pare-pareho ang unit cost, i-multiply mo sila in order for you to know the inventory balance, no? So, pagdating naman sa perpetual, normally, ginagamit yun sa mga high-valued perpetual, ha? Ginagamit yun sa mga high-valued ng mga cars, mga machineries, mga furnitures, and heavy equipments, no? So, under periodic inventory system, the amount computed will be the basis to compute the for the cost of goods sold, no? Papakita ko yung computation ng cost of goods sold. Ito po 'yon. Ito po yung dapat yung kabisaduhin. Again, yes, sinasabi ko na ang formula na ito ay dapat nyong kabisaduhin. Okay po? Okay? Kakabisaduhin nyo. So, that is the beginning inventory plus purchases. Ang purchases, ito po ang formula. Ano? So, yung net purchases. Okay? Beginning inventory plus net purchases. Makukuha mo yung tigas. Total goods available for sale. T-gas ang tawag dyan. No? Less ending inventory. Kung ilan yung nabilang, that is the physical count. And then, you will get the cost of goods sold. Again, yung physical count na yun, ayun yung computation dito. Okay? Yung, binili ko yung slide. Ito po yun. Okay? Yung physical count, multiply the unit cost. Ito yon. Okay? Yan ang magiging basis mo para ma-determine ang cost of goods sold. Siyempre, dapat alam mo kung ilan yung beginning inventory, alam mo rin kung ilan ang net purchases. Okay? Pag na-add mo na yan, makukuha mo yung tigas. I-minus mo yung ending inventory, makukuha mo yung cost of goods sold. The cost of goods sold, yung pinakapuhunan yan. Ano? Yan yung dinideduct doon sa previously na pinakita kong slide, yung sales revenue. Okay? Now, how to compute for the net purchases? Ito po yun, yung net purchases doon. Ano? So, purchases plus freight in, no? Okay? Yan yung transportation in, less purchase returns, and then purchase discounts, you will get the net purchases. No? So, yung freight in po, adjunct yan, ka-opposite ng kontra. Okay? Ang freight in ay dinadagdag kasi, kaya adjunct. Ang contra accounts kasi, no? Like, accumulated depreciation, okay? Ayan. Contra, allowance for bad debts, contra accounts, binabawas yon sa asset. Now, this freight in is an adjunct. Dinadagdag siya sa purchases. No? By which, the net purchases is part of cost of goods sold. Sa income statement po, ito napupunta, ha? Okay? Pinakita ko previously sa slide. Okay? So, purchases add freight in, which is the transportation in, no? Less purchase returns kung may binalik na may damage, at kung may purchase discount, ibabawas mo in order for you to get the net purchases, no? Ano po yung purchases? Ito yung mga binili na inventory under the periodic system. Okay? Yung freight in, transportation in, the account used to record the shipping cost incurred on purchases of inventory under the periodic system. Okay? So, normally, ito mga accounts nito, ginagamit natin under the periodic system. Okay? So, purchase returns, the account used to record returns of purchased goods to the supplier. The purchase discounts, the account used to record cash discounts availed of on the purchase goods. Okay? Bumili ka, tapos binigyan ka ng discount, yun yung purchase discount. Okay? Now, paano nire-record? Ito lang naman ang commonly, no, yung mga pagbayad ng expenses, capital investment, ganun. Yun pa din yung entry natin. Kung paano natin ini-entryhan under service business, pareho lang yun except sa inventory. Pag bumili, pag nagbenta ng inventory, ito ang pinakakaibahan ng merchandising business. Okay? Again, focus tayo dun sa dalawang method ng merchandising business. Okay. Under perpetual system and periodic system. Under perpetual system, kapag bumili ka ng goods, example, 10,000, bumili ka ng goods, syempre, iladagdag mo sa tindahan mo, ano? Okay, 10,000, utang. Okay? On account, bumili ka, pero utang. Entry, debit, inventory account, under perpetual, gagamitin mo yung inventory account. 10,000, then credit accounts payable. Utang Diba? Ikaw ang umutang. Okay? Under periodic system, purchases ang gagamitin na account pag periodic system. Credit accounts payable, 10,000. Okay? Now, halimbawa, bumili ka, tapos isinakay mo sa pinasakay mo sa truck. Okay? May bayad yon yung shipping cost na, halimbawa, na 1,000. Okay? So, you paid shipping cost, yung company to ha. You paid shipping cost of 1,000 dun sa binili mo. Kumbaga, pina-tricycle mo. Halimbawa, kung ako sa sari-sari store mo, or pina-truck mo. Okay? May bayad yung shipping cost, 1,000. So, ilalagay mo yon under perpetual system, ilalagay mo yon sa account ng inventory pa rin. Pag perpetual. Debit inventory, credit cash, 1,000. No, pag periodic na method, debit freight in, credit cash. Okay? Now, binalik mo yung damaged goods worth 2,000 dun sa supplier kasi may damage. No? Yung binili mong goods na ibebenta mo. No? Pag binalik mo, debit accounts payable kasi syempre binalik mo, mababawasan yung utang mo. Okay? Ikaw ang may utang in this case. Kasi on account mo binili nung una No? Credit inventory, 2,000. Binalik mo, mababawasan yung inventory mo under perpetual system. Now, under periodic system, okay, ito ang account na gagamitin. Purchase returns, periodic. Okay? Accounts payable pa rin, pero sa periodic mo gagamitin. Okay? Periodic mo. Purchase returns ng under periodic system. Now, nakabenta ka ng goods ngayon, no, na 5,000. Yung costing, kumbaga yung puhunan doon na nabenta mo, okay? 5,000, pero nabenta mo ng 20,000. Gets ba? On account. Okay? Nakabenta ka pero utang. Again, ang puhunan mo sa nabenta mo ay 5,000, yung cost of goods, so yung pinaka-cost ng 20,000. Binenta mo siya ng 20,000, pero utang. Okay? Nakabenta ka. Siyempre, pag nakabenta ka on account, again, charge po natin yun sa accounts receivable. Dahil nakabenta ka, okay, nasa merchandising business po tayo, ang main revenue is the sales, no? Sales, credit sales yon. 20,000 kung magkano mo nabenta. Dalawa ang entry. Under perpetual system. Debit, accounts receivable, 20,000, then credit sales, 20,000. Again, kung magkano mo nabenta. And then yung puhunan dun sa 20,000, debit, cost of goods sold, 5,000, and then credit inventory kasi nabawasan ang inventory mo. Nakabenta ka nga ng 5,000. Sana naintindihan po. So, every time na makakabenta under perpetual system, may dalawang entry. Okay po? Okay? Isang, kung magkano ang namo nabenta, okay, on account, if on account, accounts receivable. If cash, syempre cash yan dapat. Kung nabenta mo ng cash. No? So, cost of goods sold, and then credit inventory under perpetual. Under periodic system, okay? Pag nakabenta ka, okay? 20,000. No, walang entry kung magkano yung puhunan. Kasi nga hindi naman sila nagki-keep ng inventory. Periodic sila at the end of the period, kina-calculate kung magkano ang inventory niya. Ano? So, walang entry, yung pangalawa, yung dito, sa cost of goods sold and then credit inventory. Yun ang pinagkaiba nila. Okay? Now, last, a customer returned goods with sales price of 800 and cost of 200. Ano? So, yung customer no? Nakabenta ka, binalik nila yung goods kasi nga, let's say, may damage, binalik nila sa iyo, no? Yung sales na yon, yung binilik nila sa iyo, nagkakahalaga ng 800 yung pinagbentahan mo, dun yan nagaling, oh. Okay? So, yung 800, no, yun yung halaga na nagpagbenta mo na binalik nila. And then, the cost, yung pinakapuhunan doon sa 800 na binalik nila ay 200. Okay? E-entryhan mo ngayon yan under perpetual. Under perpetual, kapag nakabenta ka at binalik sa'yo dahil may damage, debit sales returns. Okay po? Sales returns and allowances, no, sa ibang libro. Okay? And then credit, accounts receivable 800. Kasi, bakit accounts receivable? Binalik sa'yo. Mababawasan yung utang sa'yo. Okay po? And then, isa pang entry kapag nagbalik. Okay? Dahil binalik sa'yo. No? Okay? Ang inventory mo ay madadagdagan ng 200. Okay? Yung 200, yung puhunan doon sa binalik sa'yo na naibenta mo previously. I hope you understand that. No? Credit cost of goods sold. Kung magkano yung cost, yung puhunan ng 200 na yun, nang nabinalik sa'yo, 800 yung 200. Okay? So, palagi, kapag nag-e-entry ng inventory, pag binalik sa'yo to na, madadagdag, babalik sa'yo yung inventory eh. Okay? Cost of goods sold, yan po ang gagamitin na account. Cost of goods sold yung puhunan. Palaging may cost of goods sold na involved. Kapag may ibabalik, okay, nakabenta. Okay? Nakabenta at binalik sa'yo. Okay? Laging under perpetual system, laging natin ina-entryhan yung cost of goods sold. Now, under periodic, binalik sa'yo, okay, hindi mo iintindihin, no, kung magkano yung cost noon. No, non-periodic kasi nga, kinocompute yun at the end of the period. So, sales returns, 800, okay? Ganun pa rin ang entry. Then, credit, accounts receivable, except that, hindi ka mag-e-entry when it comes to inventory, no, na binalik. Okay? Under periodic system. Now, tandaan. Okay? Under perpetual system, lahat ng increase at decrease sa inventory ay nire-record sa inventory account. Under periodic system, increases and decreases in inventory during the period are recorded in the purchases, freight in, purchase returns pag binalik, and purchase discounts kung may discount, okay, as appropriate. Okay? And then the cost of goods sold, no, under perpetual is debited when inventory is sold and credited for sales returns. Okay? Ang cost of goods sold. Okay? Dinedebit ang cost of goods sold kapag nakabenta. Okay po? And then kinikredit siya kapag binalik. Okay? Sa'yo. Okay? So, cost of goods sold is not recorded under periodic system. Bakit? Again, kinukompute kasi siya. Okay? Periodically sila nagkakandak ng inventory. Now, under perpetual system, the physical count is performed only to check the accuracy of the ledger balances. Okay? And then, the physical count under the periodic system is necessary. Now, kailangan nilang magbilang, no, under periodic system kasi hindi naman sila nag-a-account, no? And cost of goods sold. Now, under perpetual, it does not require the use of any formula to determine the cost of goods sold. Hindi mo na kailangan i-formula yan, pero kailangan mo lang gawa ng T-account, no? Kung ano yung pumasok, lumabas doon sa cost of goods sold. By the way, the cost of goods sold has a normal balance of debit. Okay po? Okay, kasi ibinabawas yan sa sales eh. Ang sales revenue has a normal balance of credit. The cost of goods sold, pag tini-account mo, kung ano yung pumasok, debit, ano yung kinredit, no? Hanggang sa madedetermine mo siya at the end of the period. Unlike in periodic system, kailangan mong i-compute. Ito yung kailangan mong kabisaduhin. Okay, na sinasabi ko. The beginning inventory balance, kung magkano yung beginning inventory at the end of the period, i-add mo yung net purchases, by which the net purchases may computation, purchases, no, minus purchase returns, minus purchase discount. That's the net purchases, no? Okay? Makukuha mo yung tigas. Okay? Yung tigas, beginning inventory, plus net purchases. And then, ima-minus mo yung physical count, magkano mo nabilang. Okay? Multiplied by unit cost yan, ha? Hindi yung bilang lang, ha? I-multiply yan sa unit cost. And then, makukuha mo yung cost of goods sold. No? I hope naintindihan po yon. Ano? Okay. So, that's it. So, again, kabisaduhin po ito. Okay? So, that's it. God bless you, everyone. Have a great day ahead. And again, this is Ma'am Shi. Okay? And make your family proud.